guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing a little speed design of the cafe. And first I like to do like the wallpaper and floors, so that gives like an overall feel for the room, so then I kind of know like what furniture to use. So I'm going with these Moroccan couches as like the main seating area, and I'm gonna put those like in the bottom corners. I kind of rearrange things a couple of times, but I kind of leave it in here just to like, I don't know, it might give you a little bit of inspiration. At first I use this like little cafe table, or I guess big cafe table, and I have that just on either side of the couches. But then I look at the like lower tables, because then I thought that would be a little bit better, give it more of a cozy vibe, having the little tables in between the two couches. But I do switch it up a little bit here in a minute. But if I were to do that, that's the table I would end up going with, but I do change it. And then I take out those ones in the middle in a minute, because I don't know, those just don't fit my vibe. So then I end up setting the couches like this in the corner, and I end up liking that a lot better. So it took me a minute to figure out how I really wanted them, but I do like them like one on one side of the wall and the other on the other wall, in like the corner like that. And then I put the, is that called the Monstera, or however you say that? And then that low table doesn't look good anymore, so I go back with the large cafe table, and I feel like that's what looks the best. And then I just did the exact same thing to the other side with the same plant. And then I put this little wooden thing over on the walls, and then I decide I don't like those walls as like the main walls. I do like the little coffee shop wall, so I leave that like in the back, because you know it's kind of like all their coffee stuff in the back. And so I go with the more wooden walls, and then you know I have the dark brown floors. I do have another idea for the cafe that I want to do, so I'm gonna end up redoing it later on sometime, because I'll at least tell you this: the villagers I have in mind to work here, you can have 2 villagers to work here, and I want to redo it with Tia and Chai working here. So that's my inspiration for the next cafe that I try and make. And then I use the little cafe, doormat. And then the little tiny library. I think that's super cute, because, you know, at a cafe you might want to like grab a coffee and sit down and read a book or something. And then I also have like a little dessert thing up there, because I think that goes good with like coffee. People eat like desserts and stuff. Kind of like a Starbucks, I guess. And then I just add little drinks to the tables and some other stuff. And I don't like the simple kettle, but I do use the stovetop espresso one in a minute, because I put that on top of like a stove. And then the cream and sugar, obviously. And the afternoon tea set I think is super, super cute. That's actually like one of my favorite little items in this. That. Oh my gosh, I feel like I can't talk. But, and then I'm just kind of looking at the food and drinks and stuff, and they have iced coffee. How cute is that? I just thought that was super adorable, the iced coffee. And then I use it's called a compact kitchen, and that's what I use to put the stovetop espresso maker on top of. And I end up moving that whole row forward a little bit, so then I can add a back row with some things on it. And I like that clock, but I ended up taking it away because, I don't know, it feels like it didn't really go good enough. And then I add these counters to go in the back, so that I can like set stuff on. Because, you know, they gotta fix their coffee in the back and then bring it up in the front like that. I forget what that's called, but that, and the little coffee grinder, that goes in the back. I'm using that low wooden thing that's like comes with the partitions. Well, you get it after the partitions after a little while. But this antique radio is super cute, so I use that up at the front. Like a cute little old-timey music player, just playing nice music in the background. and use that tiny terrarium on the wooden thing I put on the side. And then a little stack of books on one of the tables, because, you know, people like to read at cafes, I think. I don't know. I don't usually go to cafes, but, you know, that's what they like to do at this one. And then that little iron rack and the little antique phone. I love that. That is like a nice touch. Then the hanging terrarium to kind of match the other side with the terrarium. And then I should have put the phone in the back. I don't know why I put it at the front, because like the cafe is obviously going to be getting calls and stuff. And then I put the brooms in the back because, you know, they got to sweep up after everybody's gone. The little tapestry thing, I kind of looked to see how it would look, and I didn't really like it. Oh, and I did add a laptop to one of the tables. This one didn't take me all that long to make. And then pretty much the last thing I do is add lighting above the tables. With that little lighting, I put it above both of the tables. I don't usually mess with the lighting a whole lot of the rooms, but, you know, and I didn't really for this one either. But this is kind of the final look of the area, just about. I don't do a whole lot more. I just take that clock away. Not really fitting my vibe. And then I just put a different clock over there on the wall. I think that looks a lot better. And then that is actually it for this build. And then, so I had to choose from who I had living here already. So I have 2 dogs. I have Daisy and Maddie. So I thought they would be super cute working here together, you know, a cute little duo. So I chose them to work here. And for the name, I really just looked up cafe names. That's kind of what I do for all of them. It's hard to figure out names for myself. So I looked it up, and I actually found the name Aroma Mocha. And I thought that, like, went really well with this cafe. So that's what I have it as for now, and that's what I just left it as. So I hope you enjoyed watching this one. Stay tuned for my new one up in the future sometime. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.